Welcome back to Popes and Pylos. Let's play some more Victoria 3. We're playing as Mexico. We're going for Manifest Mexico. We have to become very powerful and beat up the US of A, the Canadians, and probably Russia. We are apparently rank 7 in the world. I didn't even notice us slipping up to great power. Nice. Nice. And that's all without essentially having any military. Pretty cool. Who do we outdo? We outdid Italy, and the British Raj. Okay. We're kidding here. Still about half as powerful as the US of A. But partially that's because we have not really focused on military, and we're also not really paying our military or giving them any guns or anything. It still feels as if you can just do that on, on demand, essentially. We're making tons of money, even though we're fully building. Right, we changed to a law that allowed us to actually use our investment pools for having industry buildings. We have a look at our laws. New law. We went to laissez-faire and instead of agrarianism. And now we could use our investment tool for pretty much everything. And we should be getting a lot more investment pool because capitalists are adding more to it. We're low on wood because of some juggling I did with trade routes. And we are at low market access in a bunch of places. Are we still building any railways? We're building a railway in Bajío and in Mexico, but nowhere else. But Colorado and Nevada are not really places. What am I thinking? I don't know. We have a huge amount of excess bureaucracy these days. We did build up some bureaucracy, I know that, but that's still a lot. So we might be looking into more institution investment, but really there's nothing I want. Well, no, we might want to go heavy on the mortality. Well, the reduction of mortality, that is. At least a little bit. Let's go one level up for now. We have to go level by level anyway, so we might as well do it slightly more carefully. Seems fine. Import rule for porcelain. The US of A are buying my porcelain. Ooh, we got the ironclad now. There's something that we wanted. Now, is there anything in production that we're tempted by? Shift work, yeah. Vulcanization, elastics, bicycle messages. Kind of interested in art silk because then we can make real clothing. Because we can then have silk. But that's still a bit off. Threshing machines. Just save on laborers. It's not irrelevant anymore to save on laborers, so I'm not saying no. Just not necessarily saying yes. What about society? Mutual. Everything can be publicly traded, which I think just gives us increased employment. Huh. Weird. Taxation capacity, home affairs, authority, anarchy. That's not. Social. I don't think we have social security yet, do we? Unlocks a bunch of laws, which is kind of nice. Bureaucracy, also kind of nice, funnily enough. And the camera just prints prestige. These are all nice, but they don't seem insane. I'm tempted to just pick up these level 3s on production now. Who am I kidding? We've been playing Industrial Revolution Simulator here. And it's been working out fine so far. We're still at a point where the US of A hold a favor over us, which means we can't attack them, which is rude. We do want to try and produce more wood because we're not importing as much as we used to. If I remember correctly, we have technology to do that. Right. I want to check, but I think that's true. Just briefly familiarizing myself here. Selling tons of tools over trade routes that we don't have Is it our trade route? I feel like we made one ourselves. Yeah, 2 even. Let's drop these. Yeah, let's drop the Russian ones. Was it Russia? Was it Austria? I don't know. Same colors. Confuse me. And right, I wanted to look at upgrading our wood production. Logging camp to electric sawmills needs tools and electricity. And our electricity is near, but shouldn't be near much longer. I mean, our wood production is probably gonna, our wood import's gonna be better when we have spare transports. But still, kinda thinking I want to upgrade to those electric sawmills. Once these things are done. Oh, City of Plenty. More loyalists. Yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, let's celebrate. I don't like the expected sound of living going up. I mean, it's not super relevant for us or anything, but I don't like it. I mean, they shouldn't get any ideas, really. Okay, there's the electricity coming in. Let's go to electric sawmills. Let's build some more something or other. People buying our iron. Still lacking sulfur. Could use more chairs. We could use more chairs. Could still use more engines, although people are buying our engines also. It's actually not looking too shabby anymore. It's kind of nice. Chairs. Why not? And then what else was it? Engines. Why not? Especially when I want to swap the shipyard to steamships, I think. Don't see why we wouldn't. Hardwood might become a problem, but hey. And when we have steamships, we can swap our ports to industrial ports. How many steamers would I need? 65. How many are we potentially producing here? In our shipyards. 60 per level, easy. We will have too many steamers. So ports, well, wrong tab for ports, ports, there we go. Industrial port. And then build more stuff. I might just be looking at even more power plants, but I want to see how that shakes out first. What was that issue? Chairs. Always fish, always groceries. Sugar's fine. Oh, we have no more clippers now. Didn't realize we were swapping to full clippers. Can I swap the fishing places to using steam as well? I can. Good. That gives me tons more fish and uses more steamers. A little too many steamers, but I like it anyway. I think I'm gonna upgrade my shipyard once then. Military shipbuilding. Think not. Not yet. Building a shipyard. Go. Some things are gonna fluctuate a bit. Oh, lead is looking terrible. Need to do something about lead production. Stat. Yeah, at least the price of lead is good. Can I build lead mines in other places? I can, technically. But Veracruz is still... Oh, I have queued 5 lead mines, apparently. 5? Well, I guess I wasn't kidding anymore. Alright. I think the price of lead will be fine. 5 mines. Next subject on Sierra Leone. I need the USA to do something pointless where they need us. We're still lacking that wood. Even though we upgrade to electric sawmills and... oh, what's the tons of coal? Even though we upgrade to electric sawmills and got more transports. Not that this is the number of transports at all I'm looking at, but you know what I mean. Coal mines, 13, 31, 30. Spam some of these in Oaxaca. There's more stuff I think I can replace with electricity. Once we have spare electricity, which we do. What was it that we did with electricity? The farms, right? All the... so I could go to the diet when they're already on automatic irrigation. Sugar isn't fully, so we can do that. Use tons more engines, have tons more sugar. Tons fewer laborers used. It'll be fine. We'll get them something else eventually. But that doesn't actually use electricity at all. That just uses engines, so that's not what I had in mind. Not that I don't want to do it, but we need more engines first. What was it that we could use electricity for? Electricity, construction sector. I shouldn't check here, I should just check on the technology, because we don't have all the technologies yet for electrical anything. Livestock ranches, urban centers, right, the street lights. And that's it. And then we need level 4 things to really make use of electricity. Okay. So do we have any spare urban centers that still need powering? That would be a yes. For 109 more electricity. That's so much. Is it just the one or is it multiples? It's probably just Mexico, isn't it? No, it's not. Can swap Jalisco for... it's still at 80. Let's do it. And then build even more power plants. Is it still California A? No, it's Guatemala. But still, let's do that. Guatemala. Can't believe it's not making money. What is wrong with the power plant? Oh, it's engines. Let's have even more engines then. Sure, we need tons. Let's go and do this. But then it's going to mean we need tons of steel and all that, but hey. We have 1.24k birds. We should be using our birds somewhat, somehow. Not that politics have been relevant, particularly relevant. 70 relations is fine. Cautious, interesting. No strategic desire. Feels like the amount of obligations was reduced. Either they use them, or they do time out after a while, which would be great. How do the Brits think about us? They love us. Eggs. I guess I could just click myself. Go to relations. So Spain is really the only major power here that doesn't love us. Well, and Russia, I suppose. Do I want Russia to like me? I guess. There are, I suppose, reasons not to. Because at some point we're going to have to attack them, and if you can't really attack people that you have high relations with. But that's future me's problem. It'll be fine. More people coming in to Yucatan. Good, good. Afro-American or otherwise, it's fine. And something else without information? Good, good. Oh, we need lots more electricity. Are we actually positive on lead now? Or we're just blind? I'm just blind. For education, nice, nice. It's gonna affect the, well, it's gonna affect our literacy, which is then gonna affect the rate at which we have technology spread to us. That's nice. Getting tech for free? I like it. Now this here, don't tell me I need even more lead mining done. Surely you're still hiring, right? Right? Lead mines. Veracruz is full. Oaxaca is full. Heck no, they're not hiring. I guess more lead is needed. Lead needed. Sure. Like that. And that does make me want to upgrade everything else to steel frame buildings too, but I still don't have the anything to do that. It's not as terrible anymore as it used to look. I mean, still 500 steel and 400 glass. But it's not as bad. How's trade looking? We should have convoys out the wazoo. We do. So we should probably be looking to import some of the missing goods. I guess it's not going to be glass. I'm going to bring in wood. I'm going to regret it, aren't I? How much am I lacking? Probably tons? 824. So bringing in 540 from the Russian is not a big deal. Sulfur? Do you want 100 sulfur from the Brits? I think I do. And lead? No. Could export steel. How much steel do you want to export? 945? Surely I don't have 945 extra steel. I do have 398. Oh, wow. What? Okay, with all that extra steel, it's only glass that would be a problem for more production. But no one wants to sell me glass, do they? Do they? Not at a decent price. So we really need even more glassworks. Which then means even more lead. Gold rush. Yeah, spread the word. I'm still tempted to swap the production over. Let's see if we can make that work. We make so much extra money, surely. Doing this. And then it actually becomes slightly profitable to import glass, at least from the Americans. We want more, but it's still so expensive. $700 tools missing. We're exporting 480, so we just shouldn't be. Let's not sell these tools. Unproductive import of wood. Really? We do still lack wood though. Glass, coal. Back to food issues, electricity, yeah. But now we have so much production going on and our investment pool is still covering it all. Just saw most of it. Funny to me. The dream. Let's go for all that gold is not glitter. Temporary increase in sell-out living just means generating radicals in the future. Not that we care much, we're so stable. But we don't have to risk it, do we? Are we running 232 because we're not building enough? No, it's just fluctuating, right? Yeah, it's just fluctuating. It's fine. Just go all ham on that production. The clothing. I wish I knew at some point why. Well, what leads to these weird imports of stuff that I don't really have, or exports of stuff that I don't really have. It must just be a price difference. It must be that other places have the prices in other places are so much worse than they're here, and therefore things don't work out. It's gotta be it. Anybody else gonna sell me good glass? No. Kind of interesting that glass production is so. Well, yeah, explosives are a thing, aren't they? Seems to be rare for countries to produce a lot of glass. We still a bunch of fertilizer. Heck yeah. How are we doing on the fertilizer? I mean, I know we have too much, but how much too much? 483. So we could try the Austro-Hungarian export. Let's just go Spanish. Might make the Spanish like us more, that would be nice. I don't actually know that it does. I think you only get upgrades from trade if you have a trade agreement. Opinion from trade, that is. Liquor. Hardly even know her. 94. 94. So we're not saying 330. Yeah, the rest is not worth it. Fine. Keep chugging away. Apparently my production queue is not quite full enough. Rubber. Still have no use for rubber, but eventually we might. What are we gonna build? I kind of want everything. But for now, I still need tons more electricity for those streetlights, right? How are we doing on services? Oh, we have infinite services now. So we don't need more electric streetlights for a while. So that's kind of fine. Clothing, coal, tools, actually. Steel, explosives. Okay. Textile mill. Tooling workshop. Steel mill. And chemical plant. And we're all certainly going to hit the point where we don't have enough peasants in Mexico very soon. Rubber rush. I want it in San Salvador or Honduras. Why would I want it in Honduras? Don't want to exhaust this soil. What's that going to do? There's a chance there's something bad about this. If they talk about exhausting soil. And Jalisco. But it might just be a flavor thing with the exhausting soil. Who knows? So this then. France trade agreement. I accept. Thought we had one. Not building enough anymore. Crazy, crazy, crazy. How much is one level of glassworks? One level of glassworks makes 50 glass. We have 3 in production, so that's 150 glass. And we need 500. Yeah, we might need some more. We might need some more. Glassworks. Let's do 2, I guess 3 more glassworks. And that does mean even more lead mining. I'm starting to feel like we might not have the peasants to do it. Oh, we've exhausted the amount of lead mines we can do in Veracruz, which is kind of sad. I mean, that's the price of progress here. Now, I'm still not sure what my next step is, or our next step is, for actually advancing the game. Right, we can keep boosting our industry, and that's great. GDP goes up, power goes up, and at some point we'll have to pivot into building a bunch of barracks. And maybe, I still don't know whether you actually are supposed to build a bunch of weapons factories or whether you just buy weapons from other people. Because it kind of feels weird to have weapons factories. Is there a potential for export on lead? Surely not when I'm done with the glass production, am I? Surely. Did I overdo it? How much lead do I have? Don't have any coal, so that's an easy thing for now. 91 extra lead. And 3 more mines in production. Every lead mine makes 80 lead per level. Every glassworks eats 35 lead per level. So I may have overdone it slightly. Just want more glassworks then, don't we? And market access in Yucatan starting to become an issue. So have some railway, please. There you go. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at population. Everybody still has some pops. Even San Salvador. It's good. What do I spend my last point on then? Probably just more tools. And then after this building spree, I can see Mexico being out of pops. Maybe. We did get to the next level of health system. I think we want more, right? Yeah, let's go more. I would still like to get rid of colonial affairs. But nobody will support that law, will they? Only law we can do is protectionism, really. Which, I mean, I wouldn't hate. Everybody's kind of fine with it. So might as well do it. Oh, it's the one that supposedly loses me money, right? I remember now. Form underway. 1.2k loss. It's not a big loss or anything. It's just not something that I care for enough to actually pay money for it. So my investment pool must be going down. Stay at 18 million. Pretty nice. Threshing machines. And more science. Shift work is almost there automatically. I'm gonna want aniline. Elastics for textile mills. Luxury clothing production increased. But yeah, it needs silk. We could still probably use our declared interest to just get silk. It's just kind of weird to find out where we would want to be. So I need to go to this map mode maybe and then say, can I buy silk from the British market? Sort by things that you have lots of. Sort by things that you have lots of. Any amount of silk? Nay. Where does silk come from? The Qing market, surely. The Qing market has tons of silk. Loads of this stuff. So what we would need is a declared interest in China. I find the red button, which I never do. Come on. Does it state action? No. Where is it? This is not it. This must be it. There, declare interest. If I say I'm very, very interested in North China, say. It's going to take a while to activate, and then we should be able to trade with North China. Assuming they don't have a closed, well, with China, with the Chinese market, assuming they don't have a closed market. And then one would assume that we can get silk. If we can get silk, we can make luxury clothing, but we already don't have enough clothing, so clothing factories galore might be required. Kind of thinking. You're buying my lead. I mean, okay. I want to bring you lead, just in the fast mode of travel. Now, I should be able to buy silk at a super cheap price with Qing. And there's much more available there. It's just not a lot right now because we don't need any. So if I were to now go and tell my textile mills to make craftsman sewing. It claims that the price of luxury clothing would fall below that of clothing. And we have to buy silk rather than fabric. So they say, let's go for a small change here. That might be a silly thing to do, but surely now we're going to have a demand for luxury clothing come up. And we need 40 silk, which is not on this list for some reason. Silk, Qing, give me 40. US of A buying more obligations, as they do. Oh, more stuff to build. I'm kind of tempted to go ham on those textile mills. And oh, now that we have a lot of fish, which we should do, we need to also check these trade routes. But fish. Do we have extra fish now? Or at least okay amounts of fish. I'm sure we still lack fish. Wow. Our population just loves eating it. But I mean, if we turn it into groceries, still fine. But it's not a big deal, right? Our lack of groceries is just not that big a deal. Coal is a lot bigger a deal. So actually, let's go ahead and have a huge investment in coal production. And I guess Guerrero is the place. Spam a little. Worked out so well with the lead. More rubber. Guerrero or Mexico? Probably Guerrero. Huh. And Guerrero again. Gold Rush. Spread the word. Gold and rubber. There's a lot of stuff in them, the hills. And oil. Still don't have a good use for oil. But I'd like to. Would like to have a good use for oil. Tea and luxury furniture went super expensive. The dream again. That's all that gold does not in fact glitter. Almost okay on the electricity now. We have a demand for luxury clothing. There's always more sugar needed. Steel. Steel, tools, glass. But we're working on glass still. And we're working on coal. So it's tools and steel. Tooling workshops. One more. And then steel. And then we're going to have to put a cut in here. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you enjoy what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything to say, please do so down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.